Welcome guys, in this video we will be looking at the transition section of Camtasia Studio. Now if I click on this transition, we have couple of transition here. You can just click types and you can select the transition. For example, if you want fades transition, just click on it. You will see all the fade transition here. You can click on movement and you can select objects and stylized and whip. There's almost 30 transition here in Camtasia Studio. Okay, I'll click on all. Now most of them are not very useful. The most useful one is fade and fade through black. This is the most useful and we use it the most of the time. Okay, so now you can apply transition at the start of the clip or between two clips or at the end of the clips. Okay, there's couple of ways to add transition. For example, you can just click on transition and then drag it and put it wherever you want, and if you put the transition at the center of the clip, it will add transition at the both end, and if you just put it at one end, you can do it also. Okay, after that you can also add transition. Just click on the selected clip and then click on the transition which you want to add. It will add transition at the both end. Okay, like this, add to selected media. It will add transition at the both end. You can see we can add a fade through black transition. It will fade through black and transition into our clip. Okay, other than that, you can change the transition default speed or timing. For example, if I go to the edit mode and go to the preferences, and here in timing I can change the default duration. For example, the transition duration is 1 second. I can decrease it to 25 frame or 20 frame, or I can increase it to 2 seconds and similar stuff like that, or I can restore everything if I have messed too much around. You will also see the image durations, annotation duration, animation duration and stuff like that. You can just click on restore and it will restore everything. Okay, after that you can add transition to audio clip, video clip or image. For example, if I just add something like annotation here, for example I add this annotation at this position. Okay, I will add it here and I will adjust my spotlight. Now you'll see, let's talk about, it does not look really good. Now if I add transition here, for example, I'll click on transition and I'll click add transition. Now it will come out smoothly. You can see
Talk about
now it's much better than before, and I can adjust the speed here also. For example, I can decrease the speed or I can increase the speed like this.
Talk about
You
annotation.
can see, or I can also decrease the speed
Let's talk about
like this. And you can also add transition to lots of icons or similar stuff. You can also add transition to motion backgrounds, intros, and if I click on icons and I add any icon here, okay, if I play this clip right now,
about
you
annotation.
can see it just pop up here and it does not look really good. So what I'll do is I'll click on transition and click on fade. Okay, now you'll see it will come up smoothly, and you can increase and decrease speed also, and you can also change the transition type here in properties. Okay, now most of the time I already told you we use fade and fade through black. This is the most professional one here in DaVinci Resolve. We don't use circle, stretch or flip that much. Okay, so you can play with it and use it according to your own taste.